So if going to the light after we croak is some sort of a trap to make us come back here, and if we don't want to do that, it seems like the other option is to go to the neutral place or the void or whatever, whatever it's called. Um, there could be other realities out there. We just don't know. We just don't know where they are, and if we imagine something Earth-like, we might just be going just to a different version of this matrix place. So I think the the safest thing to do is just to maintain an empty mind and a void-like state for a while until you get your non-existent feet on the ground, until you feel like maybe your memories come back, and you can tell and practice your real spiritual self and what that means and what it entails. And then maybe you can create your own void or your own realm, or join some realm that you like. But I've seen comments on these issues where people say, well, don't really want to be in the dark. And, so are we afraid of the dark, and why are we afraid of the dark? I think a lot of people are afraid of the dark. I'm not real fond of the dark, and when I was little, and even into my teens, I was really afraid of the dark. I used to pretend I wasn't, but I was. It's gotten better. And I do think it's just another program, like the love program. This being afraid of the dark, equating the dark with something evil or bad or negative. It's in stories, it's in movies. Every nasty thing happens in a dark scene, usually. So again, I think it's reversed, the way everything is reversed around here, where the light is supposed to be the good place, and the dark not. And Mr. Buhlman talks about this chant that the Tibetans do when somebody dies, and the words are something like, "Go to the clear light of the void." Clear light of the void doesn't sound dark to me. And if the reality on the other side is thought responsive, which it seems to be, a lot of NDErs, if they're someplace where they don't like what's happening, they just think of something else, and poof, they're somewhere else. So if it's thought responsive, it would seem like you could make your void any color you like. And that's actually something that can be practiced here already during meditation. I was going to say something else. So anyway, I think the fear of the dark, and I've heard a couple of NDE reports where the soul was in the dark. It seemed dark, but they felt okay with it. It was like they were being cradled, and there was no fear. And I think it probably also makes a difference, your state of mind, when you depart. That's why meditation is so important, and maybe having that recording playing as you go, as you leave, whenever you leave, that that your state of mind is that you're in a good place. And this world This reality is the place to work on your fears. You don't want to take your fears with you. And a lot of us avoid our fears because it's just uncomfortable. It's not fun. It's not fun at all. But you can either do that or take them with you and then run to the first entity that comes your way that's going to feel like it's going to save you or tell you what to do. We've been programmed here to be told what to do. From little on, you're told what to do. You're not taught to think for yourself or to ask questions. You're told what to do. In school, you have to memorize stuff and spit it back. There is no thinking on your own. Very little, and it's a fight to do that. It's everything in life will tell you why you shouldn't think that way, or why you shouldn't question. You shouldn't question God. No, you can't question. You can't. So confronting your fears seems to be one of the very important things to do, so you're okay over there. And also practicing being sovereign here, not needing to follow, not needing to be told what to do, not feeling, it's okay to take counsel, but not needing leadership. We seem to think that we need leadership, and look at where we are with our leadership, right? I had a friend who used to say, I'm not a leader, I'm more of a follower. And she told me once, I'm a socialist. Okay. I had no idea. We met when we were older, I was in my 50s and she was in her 60s, and we kind of clicked, and she actually lived in Germany, I think, or some part of, or Poland in World War II when she was young. And she and a few other kids in high school said something that was, not politically correct or whatever. And her mother was afraid for her. Her mother made her go to her older sister's place in Berlin because she was afraid that she would get arrested, and she was about 16 at the time. So she knows what socialism does, but and she's a socialist. So anyway, but it was interesting to see that, I'm a follower. And she had good morals, good lady, would help you out with the last penny she had. Just very nice person. But being nice doesn't cut it. Just being nice doesn't cut it. I spent many years trying to be nice. And I tell you, it did absolutely nothing for me on a deep level. It's okay to be nice, but if that's your identity, it really doesn't take you very far. Anyway, I think I've gone off subject. Oh, the dark. I was also noticing, driving around here where I live, it's very dark. The side roads have no lights. And I do a fair amount of night driving, which I guess I shouldn't, because my eyesight's not so good. But when I see a light in the distance, my attention just goes there automatically. It's probably a house or another car coming or whatever, but I just pay attention to that. So, and I thought, if we leave the body and we see some lights, we're very curious. We're very curious beings. Like, what is that? What is that? And as soon as you pay attention to that light, it gets bigger. It comes towards you, or you're drawn towards it. So, and it's the same here. Whatever you pay attention to seems to grow. So, pay very little attention out there, and just good idea to pay attention to yourself, to your spirit, and to your immediate surroundings and the people around you. So let's get rid of that fear. Dark is not bad. Take care. Thank you for listening. Bye.